Well, I did another boil, so I just thought I'd come on real quick as I'm opening it up and share with you guys the latest one. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Gail. Look at this right here. I forget what project we were doing, but I was cutting some parts off of some manila folders, and it was just these little small pieces left. So I thought, aha, let me put those there because those are really my favorite things to print on are the manila folders. So this is just the crunchy stuff up on top. And this one's like really messy. I think I put way too much of of the tea because it got pretty orange and pretty dark. I mean, I like it, but it's a lot. I never complain with if they come out dark because I love it that way. So no problem. Did I miss people? I've missed people already. Sorry, you know me. Right, so the leaves that I used, I have 3 different trees in my front yard, and all the leaves have fallen off. So I went out there, oh, maybe about a week or so ago. Ooh, I don't know, maybe it's been 2 weeks now. And I just got a paper bag and just threw them in there. And it was during before we'd had the rain, so they were dry. And I knew they wouldn't, rot or anything. So they just dried up and shriveled up inside of the bag. And then what I do is I just basically reconstitute them. I have a little pan that I put the leaves in there, and then I put hot water over the leaves and just let them soak for not even 5 minutes. And there is good as new as far as being malleable and being able to work with them. So all these leaves I got from the ground. They dried up for about 2 weeks and then brought them back to life. Brought them back to life just so I could boil them. Hey, Gina got a notification. Hello, hello. Miss Leslie. Oh yeah, there's Leslie. And everybody else that I missed already. So the leaves that I have out there, that's going to be all in here is this is a red bud, and then I've got what are those things called? I always forget the name. Anyway, it's the mock cherry tree. I know there's a different name for it, but I have one of those out there. Whoops. And then I have a pear, also a mock pear. So those are the ones pretty much that are in this batch. Look how pretty that is. Now the colors aren't really coming through on the monitor. That's too bad. They're really, really pretty. I mean, they look okay on the monitor, but not what they really look like. Don't these almost look like a lily pad? And that's one of the small leaves from that tree. Well, I got to talk to my friends that live in they just recently moved from one town to another. They live in Ecuador. I'm trying to remember where they are now. And they moved there, oh, just months before everybody knew about COVID. So, so it's like they got there, had all these great plans, and then shortly after they got there, um, the whole country was basically down on quarantine. So, whoops, oop, that tore. So that didn't go so well. And then the quarantine was lifted like in August, I think. So, I mean, they still could get around, but everything was closed, you know. So now it's back open on in August. So they're starting to learn about the new home that their new town that they've lived in for over half a year already. Almost a year. You know, it has been a year. I think they moved in December. They were living up in the mountains and they decided the altitude was getting to them. That's the biggest complaint in that one particular area. I forget what the altitude is. It's quite a bit. So now they went to the extreme. They're down closer to the beach. I mean, they're not, living on the beach, but as far as the altitude, they're practically at sea level. Ooh, pretty. Look at that. Hi, Hassan. I told um I told Susan that you thought it was very quiet without her. And she wasn't being a good girl. Well, I guess she was. She wasn't cleaning her garage. She had a really rough week at work past couple of weeks and she was taking a nap. I don't know where she is right now. She's probably taking another nap. Oh, see that green? Does it look green on there? Yeah, I think it does. It's there's not that many leaves that'll give you green. So when you get it, you get kind of excited. At least I do. I'm easily excited. So, Hassan, do you think it's kind of crazy that I boil leaves, or have you seen leaves being boiled before? Or are you still going, boy, these ladies are crazy what they do with their journals? Yeah, Gina, she does need those naps for sure. She's been working all kind of crazy hours because, ooh, look. It's really green because the main office is in Europe, and so she's torn between Europe time and our time, and I don't know when she gets to rest. Pretty. It's pretty. Boy, this is really coming out consistently green. I'm going to set those aside because when I find a leaf that prints well, I can print at least one more time, and sometimes you can get more than two prints from a leaf. So I recycle my recycled leaves. I double recycle. And then, when it stops printing, then I just toss it out in the mulch pile. Here's some more of those manila folder pieces. I really like how those print out. I'm running low on my manila folders. I might have to actually buy some. I usually get mine at the secondhand store, and you know, I don't get to frequent that like I did. Plus, a lot of them aren't accepting anything new, you know. They're just got the stuff that they had, and that's it. These make really cool tags, right? I bet. Yeah, you know, okay, let me tell you about gum trees if you're not familiar with them. I wondered why at when we very first moved here at the end of the season, tree season, there was a lot of gum trees there and they were like super, super cheap on sale. I told my husband, ooh, let's get us some of those trees. Well, now I know why. Um, they leave off this, I don't know what you would call it. It's not a nut, but you know, it's big like a walnut and it's prickly and gardeners hate it because it falls down and it gets up into the lawnmowers and everything. So that means it's an added thing. Even during the summertime, you have to rake them all up. You know, if you don't want those things shooting all over the place, practically breaking a window. Ooh, look at that. Um, so for that reason, a lot of people hate them. And especially, you know, if it's by, you know, your driveway, they're, you know, banging your car, hitting your car. But that situation, those things don't bother us. So we like them. But I say planter beware because they're not that friendly if you're a gardener. Yeah, the gumballs, exactly. The gumballs, that's what they are. And you know, if you guys get into the printing, um, it's really cool how the different sides of the leaves print differently. This and this is the same type of leaf, but one is the underside and one's the overside. And that's true with all leaves, but this one's because it prints so well, it's very dramatic, the difference. Yeah, Gail, we have a pecan tree in our backyard. Fortunately, you know, it's not by the vehicle or anything, but we also have a shed kind of sort of close to it. I mean, the tree's gigantic. And it's, you know, one of those metal sheds. Oh, it sounds like people are shooting us when they fall down on that metal thing. The dog still, I mean, the German Shepherd's been with us for I think 6 or 7 years, and still get scared every time those things land on that metal roof. Bang, 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 bang. And then the squirrels, you know, encourage you know, they're picking them up. And I swear sometimes they throw them at the dogs. They're like a cartoon, you know? Yeah, I bet, Gail. I'm surprised that the nets literally haven't like hit the dogs on the head. I think they're smart enough. I mean, they'll go underneath the tree and pick up the nuts that the squirrels or, the tree naturally drops, and they eat them. They don't eat them under the tree, though. They're smart enough to take them and go sit under the porch. But I find those nuts everywhere because that's what the squirrels are doing 24 hours a day, getting those nuts, digging up all of my plants. I don't even have flower pots anymore because, ooh, look how pretty. Because they'll dig up all of my flower. I mean, they literally will dig my plant out of the flower pot, and all there are is a bunch of nuts in there. It's like I gave up. I forget how many years I tried. And finally, I just said, okay, you win, you win, you win. I even left the pots there so they can go and hide their nuts. I said, it's all yours. I give up. I relinquish my pots to you. Hold on one second. Mr. Hubby, he had something for me. Okay. Yeah, squirrel feeder doesn't help. They just go, woo, score. We still have all the potted plants plus the food. Yeah, I used to have a bird feeder up there. And I just stopped because the squirrel just kept clinging on to it for dear life and swinging back and forth and trying to get all the food out of there. It was like, okay, give me a break, guy. Let the birds eat. So now I just we have these stepping stones. I just throw the seed on the stones, and so I make sure the birds are the ones that come and get them. Otherwise, they don't get anything. Okay, so this is construction paper here. This one right here. And I like it. Prints, obviously totally different, but I like the look. Whoops. I like the look that it gives, just especially when it all dries out. It's pretty cool. It's not as intense, but I like it. Okay, this paper, these squares right here, I don't know what they are because they were in a pile of papers that I got at the junk shop. So they kind of sort of felt like watercolor, but I don't know. They might be. It might be watercolor. Ooh, that came out pretty good. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I wish I knew for sure what kind of paper. Oh, now see, this isn't the watercolor paper. I wish I knew what it was. Well, I know what this is. This is mixed media. Yeah, mixed media is my favorite paper to print on. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? See, a green one again. I'm so excited. I gotta save that. Oh my goodness. More green. Okay, which one was that? Uh-oh, how did I pick that up? Uh-oh. Oh well. I wanted to save the leaf, but oh, it's this one. There we go. I'm gonna save that one. Wow. Oh, it's green too. Very cool. Very nice. So when you're if you do this and you're running around, you're new to this, um, the leaves that are already you can't see it because it's all wet, the leaf. But when you find leaves that already have those little spots that it's like speckles on them that aren't normally there, well, that's the tannin that is coming up in the plant. And that's what all those little dots are. And I've seen people that, do, eco printing and they call that a failure. Oh, it wasn't a good shape or it wasn't a good print or it had this and had that. I'm going, what? I try to find the leaves that have that because I think it looks so pretty. It's funny how everybody likes something different, huh? What you're attracted to. Some of the things they say, oh, that was a failure. I'm going, please send it to me. I like the failure. Oh, see, look at that. See, these were already on the ground, so they were all dried up and speckled and everything. And I just reconstitute them with a little bit of water before I put them on the paper. So you're never too late in getting your leaves, even if they fall off the tree. Just be like me and look like a bag lady going around town getting leaves. They stay away from you though because they think you're nuts. Like, why is she running around picking up leaves? She must be homeless, and then she sleeps in the leaves. Ooh, too bad that one wasn't all on there because that would have been a beautiful print. Well, they both came out nice, but we're almost at the bottom. We're almost done. Ooh, pretty. Again, this is that paper that I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's watercolor. Where'd that blue come from? That's weird. Huh. Sometimes you don't know what's going on. I think I put some leaves inside. This was the bottom one, yeah. Ooh, look. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Tore that one a little bit. That's okay. So, in addition to that, what I did, I threw in the pot. I don't know if it's going to work. It's an idea I have for a future Kabuga kit. So this may or may not work. But I got a book, and then I put a little variety of papers in there and stuck it all in there together, and saw, wanted to see what it would do, because I thought it would be cool to do one of those really, really grungy books that looks like you unburied it. And this might be a way to do it. I don't know. This is just, was just playing around. And see, it was obviously a red cover. And if you've tried to put like Mod Podge on some of these covers, they just bleed. So you can see how it bled in here. Yeah, but that's a good thing. Oh my goodness, look how cool. Let me put this in the center. Okay, so I gutted the book, and then I just stuffed it with papers. Now this is just the the book cover. Look how cool. Yeah, drum roll. You got that right. Well, this would be cool. This is a regular piece of copy paper. And then this is one of those pieces of construction paper that I like. And of course, this is a ledger paper. Let me, I forget how I folded all this up. Oh, this is from this weird tree that I have in my empty lot next door. It prints pretty cool too. Uh-oh, did I put anything in between? I don't know. Oh, see, look, that space. The water didn't get all the way into the middle of this one for some reason. Huh. That's unusual. So it left these little gaps here where it's dry. Wow, that's pretty strange. It's kind of cool. Okay, so there's that. And that's the thing, you just don't know what you'll get. But I think that's the fun part. Like opening up a package. Yeah, that leaf was hardly even wet. How funny. Oh, pretty. Yeah, look. But even though it didn't get wet, that is still a cool effect. And see, this one's sweat on that side and dry on that side. Wow, that's odd. Woohoo! And so my idea for a kit, whether you guys buy kits or not, you know, you that are there right now, chime in. Because my thought would be that I would put the book, put the leaves, put the papers, you know, get everything put together, and maybe like even send you the tea or whatever it is that we're going to, whatever color we're going to use to give it, you know, some kind of a natural tint. I would put that all together and mail it to you, and then per my instructions, you would boil it and open it up. The other version would be, well, I would just put them together and boil them and send them to you unopened. You know, whatever you get is what you get, you know, like you saw some pages didn't even get wet, but it still looked cool. But I thought that would be kind of cool for those that have never done Ecodyne or really don't want to do it, but like the pages and would like, you know, an old decrepit book all boiled up. And I thought, I don't know, in my mind, I guess because I like this stuff, I thought that would be cool. So I'll see in the coming days, coming weeks, what people think, and I might do that. Would it get moldy in shipment? It wouldn't get, if I didn't boil it, for sure it will not get moldy, you know, in 2 or 3 days. No, it won't. If I boil it, first of all, if I have to do all the boiling, it would cost more, because that's, I mean, that's like tripling my time and my time invested in it. And I'd have to like time it so that it got sent like immediately, because in 2 or 3 days it won't mold at all. But any more than that, I couldn't like pre-do them like I do my other kits. I just have it sit there. Couldn't do that. So it's going to be kind of time sensitive. But as far as the mailing time, if you were to do whatever it is you need to do to it as soon as you get it, it would be no problem. But it can't be like the other kits you get, like you just get it and put it on a shelf. That will not work. You will end up with a mold city for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. And, you know, I may not even do it like for the monthly kit. It just might be an offer, you know, on an Etsy shop saying, oh, would you like one of these? And I'll make you one of these, you know, that kind of a thing. That's probably more practical, because my orders would come in spurts instead of me having to do the whole thing, you know, a whole bunch at one time. But anyway, okay, I think this is a winner, you guys. I think this came out pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I don't think I'll do it as the kit. See, that's why I like to talk out loud to you guys, because as I talk, things become clearer to me. I think it's just going to be an option in my shop. That way I don't feel, because I was already getting anxiety. How am I going to get all these out at the right time and do the blah, 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 you know? So yeah, I think this is going to have to be just, yeah. But I like how it came out. I can see all those pages, you know, in the book. I can see how all this is going to dry and look super cool. This right here, it might be the glue that was used. It feels a little sticky, but I'm sure, you know, when it dries, it's just going to dry back like the glue does. Um, you know what I mean? So I'm not worried about that. And I got a bunch of books that I've gutted over time, so that wouldn't be an issue. I like the idea. Am I the only one? Okay, I think I better read. Okay, did you do something different with this batch? Well, that's kind of a hard, I mean, I do something different with every batch, so I'm not sure if you're asking something specific or not. I never do the same thing twice, actually. Um, to boil it yourself, just so that it fits in there and you can cover it with water, you know, an inch or so. That's all you would need. I'll probably put, I think what I'll do is I'll do it two ways. I'll charge one price if I have to boil it, and then another price if I just put it together and mail it to you and you boil. That's what I'll do. Oh, I love having these discussions. I love having the discussions. It becomes clearer to me as we speak. What did I do with the, oh yeah, back page, same thing. Look how pretty that back page came out, or back cover, I should say. Look at that. I mean, it's worth just the covers alone. Look how pretty. Let alone all those pretty pages we ended up with. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to offer these. I'm liking it more and more. I touch it and look at it. I love it. Okay, let me look back up. Hold on, let me look up. What size pot? Yeah, so it just needs to sit in there because once you bring it to a boil, you're just going to simmer it for a while. You know, it's just going to be a simmer. And you just make sure, you know, like when you're cooking, make sure it's, you know, you still have water in there. What was, oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know you were here. Was that the only question then? Let me go further back up. Um, 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 um. Okay. I think I answered everything. I think. So yeah, this this batch, what, well, did end up being different. I didn't realize that's why. Is the red from the cover boiled into the batch. And I was wondering why it had a little bit of a hue in there that, you know, wasn't something I put in there. So that's why the papers, well, let me put this. That's why the papers came out, well, not too much, just a little bit. A little bit of the red came through. But I used the leftover water from yesterday's, and then I just added a little bit more of the Thai tea in there. So between the Thai tea and this, it gave this little hues of colors on the outside. But I like how they came out. I think that what you see right there, that red, probably came from the book cover. And I bet you that is from the book cover also. Because I didn't put anything red in there as far as, I didn't put, you know, like hibiscus or anything. So, pretty cool. Ah, Gina, but now. Would it increase the postage for the pre-boiled? Huh? Would it increase the postage for the pre-boiled? I don't know. I mean, they're wet. I'm sure it does. I'll just say yes. Um, yes, Elizabeth, it can go standing up. I'm just so used to laying. See, I do mine on a like a roasting pan because I like my papers kind of spread out all over the place. So in my mind, I go straight to, you know, things laying down. But no, you definitely um you can have it standing up if you like. They don't have to be laying down. Especially in the book, because the book will prop it up. If they were just freestanding pieces of paper, I would say yes, you need to. If you're not going to roll them, they need to be laying flat. Any other questions? So you guys think it's an okay idea? I mean, that way you guys can choose what you want to do. It isn't like, oh, I have to boil it, I'm scared. Or I don't want her to send it all boiled up because it might be all moldy. But I sent out, when was it, last year or the year before? Ooh, how pretty that one looks. Oh, look at that. Look at those spots. I love the spots. I forget what year it was. Last year or the year before? Um, I had to ask, oh, you just got rid of your oh no. Yeah, they do take a lot of less space, especially if you don't use them that often. They're just, yeah, they take up a lot of room. Yeah, I had done a little small book, um, and filled it with leaves and boiled it. Um, Not a gutted book, but just a little one that I made myself, and sent those out to a few people, sort of like a test run for something else I was thinking of doing. And they were okay. They weren't moldy or anything, so I think it'll be okay. Yeah, Gina. Yeah, everybody has different plants, you know, different parts of the country. That's why I like a few of my friends, you know, you guys have been sending me stuff. So I got stuff from Colorado, like 2 or 3 different places in Texas. Where was that? Upstate New York, Wisconsin. Uh, where did those leaves come from, Johnny? Was it Georgia? Georgia. Oh, I missed some. And a couple other places. Can't remember right now. Oh, California. But didn't these come out cool, you guys? Especially these greens that happened. I know it probably looks black to you guys, but it's a really pretty green, like a forest green. Came out so cool. All right, ladies, if you don't have any more questions, I have shown you all of the excitement. So now I have to go take these out so I can dry them. I got just some regular papers out there drying right now. So I'm going to bring those in. I only probably have like about a half hour of light outside, so maybe they won't be going outside. I'll probably put them um in my fabric room. I'll put that 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 gizmo that I hang them on, the clothes hanger thing, and because it gets really warm back there, and they'll dry super duper fast because these are pretty thick, so they may not be dry until the morning. Alrighty. A little book will work for me if I have to pay them down. What does that mean? I have to pay them down. Hi, Beth. We're just wrapping it up. Aw. But maybe tomorrow I'll have another batch. I'm not sure if I'm going to do some more today or not. Probably not till tomorrow because I won't have any place to dry them. During the hot season, I just can throw them on the ground. It doesn't make any difference, but can't do that with a cold. It doesn't dry any faster on a cold ground. All right, ladies. Thank you again, and we'll see you when we see you. Have fun. Don't forget. Don't be shy. Run out there and pick up leaves everywhere you see them. Don't be shy. I'm not. Talk to you guys later. Goodbye.